Hey YouTube, what's going on? This video is going to be for all of you shadowers out there who are just starting out or honestly thinking about making a shadower class, because for the more experienced shadowers, this really isn't for you. You probably know all this information, and this is simply just some stuff that I wish that I knew as a shadower starting out, and I've only been doing shadower for about 2.5 months, so everything is still fairly new to me, but I have learned a lot in the 2.5 months, especially from all my shadower friends who gave me tips and kind of just walked me through a lot of the situations. So I just wanted to share a few things that I wish I knew before I made the shadower, so I didn't really waste my time, or I could have had a better experience doing something else. Now, most of these tips might actually be very simple and obvious, because if you read the skills you might be able to understand it right away, and sometimes you might not. So I just wanted to be here to break it down for you in case you didn't. Well, first things first though, your best in slot secondary is actually from Cygnus. It comes in as a recipe, the Deimos Shadow Shield. Now this recipe allows you to craft one shield per recipe and once every 15 minutes, so you'll need to have one recipe per shield, so if you want to make spares you have to collect it again. Luckily, in Reboot it's transferable with an account, and I'm pretty sure in regular servers as well. So you can run it on any character you like and just transfer it through the storage, and it makes it so much easier. The reason that this is better than the Princess No accessory is simply because you can Star Force it up to 20 stars, and if you are in the Star Forcing game, you know that 20 stars is kind of a lot. So that was something I wish I knew, because I ran a Princess No at the beginning trying to get the secondary, and I dropped all the Deimos Shadow Shield recipes, and I was like, I don't need this, so I got rid of it, and turns out I actually needed them, but luckily now I have like 8 spares. The next thing is, well, you should definitely just have read it and known, but I was lazy, I didn't really read or pay attention, but smokescreen is a buff that you should definitely 100% use in bossing, in, getting out of a sticky situation, because smokescreen actually increases your crit damage.
It increases your crit damage by 22% and decreases damage taken by 11% proportional to your HP. And I definitely said that the first time I recorded this and didn't have to re-record it. Okay, bye.
So if you're in a situation in like Hard Will or something, when they throw the tornado and you're stuck, you can't get out of it, you can simply just throw down your smokescreen and take half damage instead of the full damage. Next, animation canceling. Animation canceling is kind of super important, especially when it comes to bossing, because your sonic blow is one of those burst skills that doesn't allow you to move. So let's say you're in a hard chaos vellum run or something, and you use your sonic blow, and you're not at the point where you can one burst it yet. A spike is coming up from the ground and about to smack you right in the PP. And you're kind of stuck because you're in Sonic Blow. Sonic Blow doesn't allow you to move. This is when you use Shadow Assault or even Trick Blade. These two will get you out of that because they teleport you across in any direction that you choose, and Trick Blade will teleport you closer to the boss. Now these are very situational, but they're very important for learning how to do, simply because you should know the combo to be able to increase your survivability during bosses or even just farming. I also use Shadow Assault to farm because, it's a really good skill to travel across the map, hit different platforms, relocate, reposition to put down your Dark Flare. It's just a really good skill overall to learn how to use and just use it pretty often. You can charge it up to 4 times every 60 seconds, and it's just an amazing skill to have if you can time it right and space it out so that it's always available. Next is more about Trick Blade. So Trick Blade is actually a burst skill as well that allows you to teleport closer to the other side of the boss, and this is actually in combo with Assassinate and or Sonic Blow. Now Assassinate has 2 moves, Assassinate 1 and Assassinate 2. Your Assassinate 2 is actually going to be a little bit more empowered and do a lot more damage than Assassinate 1. Now we're going to call it A1 and A2 just for simplicity, so you don't get too confused with all the assassinates I'm going to say. So every A2 is going to add a stack to the boss or whatever monster you're attacking, and once it hits 3 you can use Trick Blade right after your Assassinate to teleport to the other side of the boss while doing some burst, and at the same time Sonic Blow can also do the same, except with Sonic Blow you don't need to add stacks because it will be an instant 3 stacks. So you can see the stacks on the boss simply by seeing the blue number that'll say 1, 2, or 3, and that is going to be your stack. So just make sure it's 3 and you can pop off Trick Blade and do whatever you want there. And make sure you guys utilize your dark sight, because if you guys are doing any bosses or anything like Magnus or Gloom, they'll prevent you from getting hit by all the falling rocks, just for, you know, a moment. But that's gonna be all for today's video, guys. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Let me know in the comments if this helped you at all, especially if you're a new coming shadower or thinking about making a shadower, because this class is absolutely amazing. I don't regret switching mains to it, and I'm super excited for what's to come. And for any of you experienced shadowers, I'm so sorry if all of this was super obvious, but I'm new, okay? Please bear with me. Anyways, have a nice day, guys. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.